Mephisto is the real villain of Spider Man Brand New Day. Let me explain. At the end of Spider Man No Way Home, Peter Parker is broke, alone, and finally comic accurate. He's living the classic Peter Parker life, fighting crime, juggling college, and scraping by. But there's something much bigger happening beneath the surface, and it all ties back to the devil himself. We all know that No Way Home was loosely based on the One More Day storyline from the comics, where Peter strikes a deal with Mephisto to save Aunt May at the cost of his identity and his happiness. In the movie, the role was swapped with Doctor Strange, but the consequences were just as brutal. And here's where this gets interesting. Marvel loves to remix comic storylines with an MCU touch, we shall call it, which means the end of No Way Home might have set up far more for the new Spider Man movie than we believed, just not in the same way as the comics. With consistent box office failures over the last couple of years, except Deadpool and Wolverine, Marvel needs Spider Man Brand New Day to be a massive success. Spider Man is the biggest IP, and it's the last film before Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. That means it has to hit hard, both emotionally and financially. After years of teasing Mephisto, the setup might finally pay off. And remember, Mephisto has already entered the MCU, not in WandaVision as most people believed at the time, but more recently in the Iron Heart series. In that series, he targeted a young hero going through a crisis and connected to Iron Man. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? And to give you a clue, it rhymes with Spider Man. And here's the twist, the Marvel touch that I was talking about earlier, this time it might not be Peter who seeks out Mephisto as in the comics, but Mephisto who reaches out to him. Why? Because Mephisto knows all about the multiversal chaos unleashed in the recent years in the MCU. He knows what Doctor Doom is planning in the shadows, and he knows Peter Parker is completely alone with nobody left to remember him, and that makes Peter the perfect target. And the evidence doesn't stop there. Ever since Marvel announced that Savage Hulk will be returning to the MCU in Spider Man Brand New Day, fans have been restless and overjoyed. Since Endgame, Bruce Banner has only appeared in his human form or as Professor Hulk. But Savage Hulk, the uncontrollable rage monster, we haven't seen him in more than 7 years. Mephisto might use Savage Hulk as a pawn to get closer to Peter. Imagine Peter, isolated, desperate, suddenly facing a Hulk corrupted by Mephisto. That setup could tie directly into Secret Wars. We have seen leaked concept art that shows a sort of a Hulk colony on the battleworld. It makes perfect sense for Mephisto to use Hulk to get close to Peter until Doom arrives, shatters that control, and turns Hulk into his own weapon. There is also Scorpion. We know Michael Mando's character needs a power boost to pose a threat to Spider Man. What better way to do it than through Mephisto? If Scorpion becomes one of Mephisto's agents, Spider Man would be facing both street level danger and cosmic level corruption at the same time. So now you must be thinking, where does Punisher fit into all of this? And Punisher being in the film actually supports this theory far more. After the upcoming Punisher special presentation, Frank Castle will be aware of all of the new threats in the streets of New York. And from the set footage, it seems like he's hunting Scorpion as well. You can bet Spider Man won't be far behind. This sets the stage for a really iconic comic book duo to finally appear on screen. All of this, we can say that Mephisto is not just another background Easter egg, he could be the thread tying Spider Man Brand New Day into the larger multiverse. By corrupting Hulk, empowering Scorpion, and targeting Peter Parker directly, he positions himself as a major cosmic force while establishing Doom for the upcoming films. What do you think? Is Mephisto really the main villain of Spider Man Brand New Day? Or is this someone else pulling the strings? Drop your theories in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more Marvel breakdowns. Because if Mephisto is really the villain, things are about to get very dark for our friendly neighborhood Spider Man.